Good afternoon. We will continue to study about the interrogative pronoun. In this class, we will deal with the fourth interrogative pronoun, which. The interrogative pronoun which is known to originate from the combination of the two words, the interrogative pronoun who, to indicate a person, and an indicative word alike that has the trait as an adjective or an adverb. So, you can understand that the interrogative pronoun which is applied to indicate a subject or an object that is close to a person or a person, according to the origin of the word which. This is the result of search about the interrogative pronoun which, and in the bottom of the page there is an origin for the interrogative pronoun which. There are two words, who and alike, are integrated, and the word became an Old English form, close to the word which, and in the modern English it became which. So the interrogative pronoun which is applied to indicate a person who resembles another person or object that resembles a person in the interrogative clause. The speaker is able to consider that the role of a person is in a society resembles the role of a subject or an object, not a person, indicated by the interrogative pronoun which according to the opinion of the speaker. In this context, the interrogative pronoun which is able to indicate a subject or an object that is not a person. It's like an analogy about a person who is very generous to a tree that gives everything to people. In that case, we can indicate the tree with the interrogative pronoun which. A relative pronoun which, to link the two clauses, indicates a subject or an object that is not a person, because the range of the indication for a person is respectively allocated into the relative pronoun who to indicate a subject or an object who is a person, and the relative pronoun which to indicate a subject or an object that is not a person. We can think like this is specialized. The indicative pronoun, the relative pronoun to indicate a person is specialized to be indicated by the relative pronoun who. The interrogative pronoun, the interrogative pronoun which can be applied as a relative pronoun to link a subordinate clause to the main clause. And in that case, we can think there is a case that the president as a linkage between the main clause and the subordinate clause is not a person. The president does not indicate a person. The president indicates a thing or an object that is not a person. In the case, the speaker can link the subordinate clause to the main clause with the related pronoun which that is specialized to indicate an object that is not a person. There is an example that the related pronoun which is applied. The weather which he likes is clear. In this sentence, the subordinate clause which he likes is linked to the main clause. The weather is clear. And the linkage to link the subordinate to the main clause is the precedent, the weather. That does not indicate a person. So the speaker applies the pronoun, the related pronoun, which, to indicate the weather, the precedent in the subordinate clause. So we can consider the original main clause is like this. The weather is clear. And the subordinate clause is like this. He likes the weather. The related pronoun which to link the subordinate clause to the main clause indicates a subject, the weather that is not a person in the main clause. There is a conference. The man who likes the weather is bright. In this sentence, the related pronoun who is applied to indicate the precedent, the man who is a person. That indicates a person. So we can understand the application of the related pronoun who is appropriate, and the main clause is like this. The man is bright, and the subordinate clause originally is like this. The man likes the weather. In the two clauses, in the main clause and the subordinate clause, the expression the man, the precedent, is overlapped. That can be the linkage that the speaker links the subordinate clause to the main clause. And in the case, the speaker considers the sort of the precedent about whether the precedent indicates a person or not. In the case, the speaker chooses the related pronoun who for the precedent that indicates a person. That can be the reason why the related pronoun who is applied in the sentence. The related pronoun who to link the subordinate clause to the main clause indicates a subject, the man, that is a person in the main clause. Firstly, the speaker determines the range of the subject or object indicated by the interrogative pronoun before the speaker states the interrogative clause. Secondly, the speaker specifies the subject or object whose range is already determined with the description in the interrogative clause. These two explanations are about the premises to apply the interrogative pronoun which in the interrogative clause. This explanation, the origin of the word which, and the application of the pronoun which as a related pronoun is a conference. In the first explanation, we can understand that the speaker sets a predetermined boundary to apply the interrogative pronoun which. For example, the speaker can ask the listeners about the listener's favorite season. As we know, seasons are classified as four commonly, so the speaker can apply the interrogative pronoun which to ask the listener's favorite season. Which is your favorite season? Or which is your favorite? Spring or summer? Like this. In this question, which is your favorite? Spring or summer? We can understand that the speaker set the range of choosing between spring and summer. There are three examples. In the first example, which is your item, the interrogative pronoun which is applied as the subjective complement to define or to describe the subject in a way to define the subject. In the second example, which fits you well, the interrogative pronoun which is applied as a subject to start and give the definition of the transitive verb fit to the listeners. And the adverb well is applied to describe, to specify the definition of the transitive verb fit. In the third example, the interrogative pronoun which is applied as an object to receive the definition of the transitive verb like from the listeners who are the subject of the clause.